If you believe, it seems to be the case that you do, that under certain circumstances we can start tossing amendments. Why do you believe that? And where's your line for when we could just start disregarding what our Constitution protects?
No, I don't think that there are certain circumstances. I just think, oh, man.
You do. You clearly do, because the Constitution does grant you due process rights. In the case of immigration cases, it grants you the right to challenge your deportation or your.
Correct. I think that if they want to fight it, then
did,
it should have been done before. Okay, if they wanted to fight it, it should have been done before they were getting deported.
But you understand that what you're doing is you're making a moral judgment. You're not making there's no legal analysis happening here. Legally speaking, regardless of what you feel about it, you feel it was morally wrong for someone to come into the country illegally and not be upfront about it right away and immediately try to get an immigration hearing to shore up their case. That's fine. But that's a moral judgment that you're making there, not a legal one. Legally speaking, even at the point of you're about to be deported, you still have the right to challenge. And so, that being said, your argument boils down to, if it were the case that we were deporting a fuckload of people and they all wanted to fight it, we can't, we can't let them do that. And that would be a Fifth Amendment violation. Why do you think it's okay to violate the Constitution? Why?
Because I think they're here, because it just goes back to where I just think they're here illegally, right? And I hope that the people that are deporting them have a little bit more evidence, or that when they are detained, right, that they decide to fight it more then, I guess, right? Like, ultimately, it does come down to, I do believe that, it pains me to say this, that I would go against the Constitution here, and it pains me to say that.
Most of the right-leaning people that I argue with refuse to say that, even though that's what they argue for. But ultimately,
right.
I know, again, this is going to sting, but the argument you are making an anti-constitutional argument.